Hello, hello, hello. Hey. Okay. Oh, let me make sure my comments are coming up. Hey, Vanika. See, this is why you always bring a backup device, because I can't see the comments on one device, so I got them on another one. I knew something was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. Hello. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Okay, y'all. I want to say this before I bring Chalayia in. A couple of days ago, I posted that I was taking, how did I term it? I think I termed it as a mental reset or something like that. And the amount of people that hit me in my inbox and was like, girl, are you okay? Are you fine? Was crazy. Thank you guys for checking on me. But I don't want to alarm anybody. It wasn't crazy, but life has been doing a lot recently. And sometimes even when it's good stuff, you have to readjust and be in a position to accept it all. And I am now 40 years old, and this new number has been doing a thing on your girl. It has been doing a thing on your girl. And so I am embracing a new age, a new number, a new chapter in my life. Yeah. And not all, let me say this, it is not bad. It is just overwhelming. So when I said I was taking a mental break, it was a step back. But thank you guys for reaching out. It was amazing. Like, my inbox went bananas. Thank y'all for reaching out. Yeah, but I'm okay. And still couldn't even really take a break because I had stuff to do. So I still didn't have a break. But yes, I think Chalayia is ready to come on in. I saw her on here. Let me see. I'm going to try it. Let's see. Well, as everybody knows, my guest tonight is Miss Chalayia Rivers, and I'm gonna join. She's gonna join us. Ooh, in just a second. Make sure the technology is doing what the technology is supposed to do. Let me try something else. Thank you, Vanika. I try. I try. Let me try it again. Okay, it's not allowing me to add Chalayia, so let me try this. Now it's saying, Girl, look, even after a test run, Facebook did
Right.
not want to cooperate today. How are
Right.
you?
That's how technology goes. We know by now, so it's okay.
Yes, we were trying. How are you doing, ma'am?
Good. I can't
You
complain.
you look
How are
good.
you?
I'm loving this hair.
Pff, I'm loving this top. Look, we got the ruffle action going
Ruffles.
on.
Great minds think alike. Great
Right.
minds think alike.
Oh my
Well,
God.
before you came in, I kinda shared with everybody. Well, I kind of shared that a couple of days ago I made a post about taking a mental reset. And when I did this, my inbox went bananas. I had so many people reaching out like, "Girl, are you okay? Are you all right? Are
Hmm.
you okay?" And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to think like life is just beating me down because it's not. But I had to be like, right now, I am years old and I am embracing a different chapter right now. I'm doing something new, something I've never done before. So it has been overwhelming for me to have, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's been a lot of good stuff, but in any case, it has been overwhelming accepting everything that comes with this new age and new part of life. And before you just jump out there and introduce yourself, I said that because Chalayia is one of those people that is just resilient. I don't ever want to call Chalayia with a problem because first of all, the answer gonna be cutthroat. She gonna be like, what we gonna do about it? So it ain't no point in calling her thinking she gonna get sappy with you. But Chalayia is one of those people that it needs to be done. She does it. Ain't no point in crying about it. We work it out. We fix it. We move on. We still on this path to make millions, and I admire that. Um, it ain't no point in crying. That don't help nothing. So, what I want you to do is introduce yourself because I'm sure a lot of people here know you, but there's probably some that do not. Introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do out here.
Okay, so I'm adjusting my volume. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, okay, I can hear you better now. Um, so thank you for that. Thank you for seeing who I am. Thank you for knowing who I am. Thank you for appreciating who I am.
Mhm. I do.
I am definitely one of those people who um I guess I think a lot of times when people say introduce yourself, right? I'm not one of those accolades type of people,
Yes.
right? Because I feel like the value that I bring isn't tied into what I've accomplished in terms of accolades, right? Um, so honestly, I was gonna start out by saying I can't be in, this season of my life without first saying that I am resilient. So I thank you for for seeing that. I'm glad that that's a word that's used to describe who I am, because I think certainly being in the season that I've been in for quite some time now, and just life in general, I'm grateful for having the wisdom and the strength and everything that comes along with being resilient. So I definitely would say that I'm someone that's resilient. um I'm capable. I think certainly
That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one.
with life's
That's
lessons that it will bring to you at unexpected times, I thank God wholeheartedly that I'm capable. Um, everybody isn't, everybody isn't,
yeah.
I guess that's a complete sentence. Hey, Vanika. I'm finally seeing some comments pop up. So, um,
Okay, I had
yeah.
to get a separate device because I can see comments here, but I can't see them here. So when you see me going back and forth,
Oh,
I'm looking at
okay.
comments back and forth.
Okay. Hi, Gwen. I'm
Gwen.
seeing them now. I'm seeing them now.
Yeah. This technology is I'm going, you know what? How you get in touch with Mark Zuckerberg? Like he up there hanging out with Trump. He out there hanging out with Trump and doing everything but fixing Facebook. But that's a story for another day. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah, let's
Shalaya.
not go there. And so yeah, just having just had a birthday while you talking about your, you know,
Yeah, years old. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Just know that I will always be older than you. So,
I need a big sis. I don't have one. You know, it's on. My mother has two children. I am the oldest, so I need a. This is why I say all the time, nobody can check me. I ain't got no older sister. My mama ain't gonna check me. She's so easygoing. There's nobody that checks me. So I need that sometimes. I need you to be like, all right, Portray, how long we gonna stay on this? I'm like, oh,
well, you
okay.
know, I will. I mean, it might be via DM sometimes, on social media, but I will.
Yes,
I
yes.
got you.
Keisha,
Yeah,
Keisha's
but
not on here, but yeah, she's the other one. Keisha's the big
who?
little sis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I mean, honestly, I think there's a long list of things that I could use to describe who I am, right? But I think most importantly, I really just want people to know that I'm a person who I strongly believe in leaving people better than when I found them. So I would say out of a long list of things that I could name, that's really what I would want people to know. In terms of someone who maybe hasn't had an opportunity to get to know me. Just know that I'm not the loudest one in the room, but I certainly
Mhm.
am someone who's going to bring value, as it pertains to whatever type of, relationship that we have. So I think that's the most important thing.
It
But
really is.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said it really is. It is.
Yeah. So, I mean, in addition to that, of course, I am also a reseller. I have been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm still here, kind of in the background, still have a lot of things going on. I have an order of amazing accessories coming in soon, so stay tuned.
I'm always excited about a good sale. I'm always excited about a good sale. Okay, so I'm so glad you brought the business up because I really wanted to dive into the business portion. I'm gonna tell you what I'm, me trying to get my Gail King on here today. I was thinking of some questions and I was like, Shalaya is multifaceted. So you can't just do fashion with her. Yeah, you can do fashion, but you can't just do fashion with her because she is, again, across the board. So as far as the reselling business, because honestly, that's how we met. We met as resellers. Um, we were all in this same business together. How has your experience been in the just the reselling community? Because everybody has a different story and
Mhm.
everybody has a different experience. How would you just rate yours overall?
I would say overall, so it was it's quite odd how I got started. It's almost like I just was scrolling one day and saw somebody hosting a live, had never really heard much about it, didn't know anyone personally who was a reseller already. So I literally was scrolling and saw someone, who was a reseller doing it. And I'm like,
I can
I
do
would love to do that.
this.
And really, that's just how it started. Honestly, I didn't have a blueprint. I just kind of, watched other people, took notes, and just started doing things in the background, started doing my research, started kind of putting things together in the background in terms of, getting my racks and, all of the things that people don't see and aren't aware of who just tune into shop. So I started just doing all of the kind of groundwork, laying the foundation for the business. And then I went live, my very first live. I didn't realize that um how to connect the bot or anything like that. So I didn't
Mhm.
charge people shipping the first live. So, I kind of had to learn a lot of those things along the way. And then I remember Diana was someone who I saw going live. And I just there was, just her energy and her vibe and everything. It was like it really resonated with me. So I just sent her a DM and I said, hey, I just recently started my business. I don't know anyone who's already a reseller. And I asked her a couple of questions, and she was um being who she is,
Yeah,
she
Diana's
was
dope.
amazing enough to give me a couple of pointers and kind of help me along the way a little bit after I kind of stumbled and tripped and did everything but
Yeah.
fail
Diana's
initially.
super dope. You know what? With my first lives, I think I did like the first two, three, maybe even four lives, and they were awesome. They were just rolling. The sales were going crazy, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." And then it slowed down, and then it went up, and then it slowed down. I'm like, "Oh, so this thing has highs and lows, peaks and valleys." So
Yes.
it was a learning experience. What do you think your biggest lesson from all of this has been, like the takeaway, and not even, maybe not even the business portion, because me personally, I think one of my biggest takeaways from being in this business was not the business aspects. What do you think has been your biggest takeaway from it?
I think my biggest takeaway, or I'm kind of going to put a little bit of a spin on it. If I had to give anyone advice, maybe kind of based off of my takeaway, it is make sure that you're passionate about what you're doing.
Mhm.
If you're just in it for the money, then you won't be in it long term. Definitely have a passion for what you're doing. Definitely, make it a top priority to connect with your audience. That really, I think that's key, really in any business. If you can't establish a connection, if you aren't passionate about what you're doing, it shows.
Yeah.
So those I think are, big takeaways, or, kind of words of wisdom, if you will, as well.
We had somebody in the comments that asked, what platform do you sell on? Are you currently selling, because at one point you were using your own page, right?
Yes. And I
Okay.
do still have my business page up. As you're aware, been on a little bit of a hiatus, but again, I'm still here in the background. I still, I do post. Primarily right now, I've just been
Hate
doing.
to say it. You saw my eyes like, whoa.
Yeah,
Tori, I'm gonna tag her business page because it's not tagged in the like the intro, but I'll tag her business page. And tell us the name of the business page again.
it's Glitz and Glam Restyle Boutique.
That's the business page, but I'll tag that in the comments in just a minute.
And I'm
So
sorry, I thought I was going to be able to share out the live as well, but
because it's a private group, it won't let you share it
oh, okay, okay.
out. No. Um, okay. We talked about the fashion stuff. This was my conundrum with interviewing Chalayia, with interviewing a friend, because you want to talk about the business, you want to talk about this stuff, but you also want to do girl talk. Like, hey, did that man call you back the other day?
Absolutely.
Like, you want to do that too.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
look, have you been on a date? Like, have we been out somewhere? So you gotta kind of, with me, between the
Thank you,
Gemini in
Glenn.
between the Gemini in me and the ADHD, they will be all over the place. But Shalea talks about her business, the actual reselling. But aside from that, you do styling and all this other stuff. What is a trend? I feel like I got an idea of one of the trends you're gonna throw out there. What is a fashion trend that you'll be like, I will be glad to see this go? Like, I ain't never got to see this again ever in life. If somebody does this or wears this one more time, this ain't gonna go well.
Okay, so contrary to popular popularity, Crocs. I don't
Oh
Crocs.
Lord, don't get me started. Yeah, I hate them. You want them to wear them, or you want them to not?
No, no.
I don't understand why you want foam shoes and they got holes in them. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
They're just I don't.
Crocs,
Mm,
baby
yeah,
hair,
yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
baby hairs.
mm-mm.
What
Oh
is?
gosh, I
Yeah.
have my own built-in baby hair, so I would never like.
Oh, now we're talking about trends that we don't like. Miss Monique said, "Hey, Miss Mo." She said, "Is your favorite thing to
Hey.
sell jewelry? Do you? I feel like you like the accessories more. Do you like the jewelry's accessories more, or the actual clothing?"
So I love it all, but I I have become known for my accessories. And I love accessories. I'm definitely an accessory girl. Like I love
Now, where
accessories.
I got an idea
So
where those came from.
you do.
Lord have mercy. Miss Mo again said, "What is I now? This one I know. What's the one accessory you should never leave your house without? Earrings." Y'all, if
Some
y'all read my
amazing earrings.
let me tell you something. If y'all read my book, I write about how my grandmother raised us to believe you never leave your a woman, a girl. You, if I showed up at church with no earrings on, she would hurt my feelings like I was naked. Like you never leave your house without earrings on. Like you just don't do that.
And
You just
some
don't do that.
amazing earrings. Like you can just throw on some joggers, some sweatpants, some leggings, a white tank top or, t-shirt and put on some amazing earrings. And of course, some gloss, some mascara, if nothing else, some tinted moisturizer, something, right? But yeah, some
It's
amazing earrings.
it zhuzhes it all up. I'm looking at the I know Nicole Miss Simpkins would say that earrings, of course, because she don't know it yet, but she's going to be the guest on the next live convo.
Oh,
This was her invite right here. Hey, Nicole, she'll be here with us next time. But and a big part of the reason why I want to do these, and a big part of the reason why I wanted to create the group period was for collaboration. The
hmm.
amount of talent that is in that group is absolutely it's crazy. Um Shalaya Shalaya's fashion stuff is crazy. It's wild. Um we have Vanika, Gwen. We have some amazing people in here that do some amazing things. And that was you yesterday. I told like I don't want to just be one millionaire. I want all of us to be millionaires. Like we need to all fly to Paris together. So a big part of the reason why we do this is put this talent out here is because there's so many of y'all that are dope, that are doing crazy things. She's talking about, oh wow. Yeah, go ahead and get your outfit ready, boo. I'll call you later.
Right. And we talk about this often off
Uh,
camera. So,
all the time.
like, this is
Okay.
us for real.
For real, for real. Okay, so now I'm going back to my Gail King moment. I know that
Mm,
I am possibly the best friend you have ever had in all your life. I get that.
absolutely.
I get that.
Absolutely.
But my girl Wendy Williams used to do this thing where she says somebody's like a friend in her head. Like I've never met her, but she's a friend in my head. Who would be one of your people that's a friend? I got a bunch of. I got a
I have a
bunch of them.
couple. I
Well,
have
who
a
is somebody
couple.
that is a friend in your head?
Candy Burris.
You know, I
And
met
it's
Candy
it's
once,
and
right?
it's
I love her.
you did tell me that. You did tell me that. It's because of her business sense. I would love for her to be a business mentor for me
Yes.
because if
Why
there's a
not?
bag to get, Candy's gonna get it. And I love how she diversifies and yeah, she's definitely one of the most business savvy women that I don't know, but I do in my head. So,
Let me tell you, when I met Candy back in the day, I used to sell bedroom candy. They had a convention, and I went to that's how I met her at the convention. And this is where that concept comes from. Like all of your friends got to eat. That girl Carmen was there working. Don Juan was there working. Mama Joyce was acting a fool, but she was working.
right.
Somebody, everybody that was there with her, they were working. Her and one of the guys, or maybe all of them, the guys from 112, they
Mhm.
performed. Everybody was
Mhm.
making that money together. It can be done. It can be done.
Yeah.
Other than Candy, who else is your friend in your head? Michelle Obama.
Absolutely. I
I
mean,
would, I
hello.
would love to hang out with Michelle. I would just love. I would love to hang out with Michelle.
Yeah. And it's like we said, with our frequent conversations that we have, it's Collaboration is so important, and especially, during a time like, the things that we're seeing, that are, unveiling in the world today. It's like, if we don't help one another, can you imagine like where we'll be in the next, I mean, 6 to 12 months?
Yeah. And which
It's
your timeline is spot on because it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long at all. Very soon, we're going to have to be in a position where we're going to rely heavily on each other, heavily on each other. That's a good one.
oh,
Okay, so we have your friend in your head. Who would be your dream client? Not just in fashion, like across the board. Who is somebody you would want to work with just to do? Okay, like for me, I feel like I live a double life. I'm an educator over here, and over here I do. You see how excited I am about that, right? And
yes.
then over here, there's the fashion component. So in education, I would love to work with. I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody that does like major big moves. Somebody that could help me build like charter schools or something that are catered for African American children. Our kids learn differently. They need something different. As far as fashion and stuff, there would be somebody totally different. Like I might have to stomach Kamora Lee Simmons to figure out how did you build baby fat? How can I? Yeah, she get on my nerve. How can I get through that? How can I get through this and build that? Those would be dream clients and dream partners. Who would be dream clients for you?
Okay, so I think Cam Newton would be a dream client because his style is so, and this is, fashion related, because his style is so eclectic, so outside of the box, that it would be fun.
Child, if you show up there, you and Cam ain't making no fashion. He gonna be trying to make something. He gonna be trying to make something else. But
No,
I get what
no,
you're saying
no,
with the
ma'am.
fashion. He is
No,
very
ma'am.
different. He's very different. So I understand the fashion component. Ron, Jonte says Ron Clark. Jonte, I have major issues with the Ron Clark system. We would have to talk completely offline. I have major issues with the Ron Clark population. So I think what I would want to do would be something that would kind of combat that. It wouldn't be the same. Somebody said Marlo Hampton is there. Is Marlo Hampton your dream client? Hmm. Fashion wise, she's okay. She's okay. She's okay. I'm looking at these comments. Yeah, somebody said Candy is dope. Yeah. Hey, Alicia, how are you, ma'am?
I can't see the comments.
I told you I had to get another device
It's
because
like I can see, okay, I can see. I had to touch the screen, so it's like they vanished, but I guess if I touch the screen, they come
oh
back.
my gosh, Shalane, we have
Hey,
been talking
Johnson.
for 25 minutes.
Really?
Yes, good Lord. Okay. One of the last things I wanted to ask you is what do you think is the best compliment you've ever received? Like there's some things people say you're not being cocky, but you're saying to yourself, "Oh, I know that," but okay. But what? That's like one of them days where you know your outfit busted, and somebody like, "You look good today." You thinking to yourself, "Girl, I knew that already." Like, what else?
I'm not fooling with you for sure.
But what is the best compliment you think you have ever received?
That's a great question. Um, I think really the best compliment that I've ever received is really, it's hard to pinpoint like one specifically right now, but anything related to my character. Or like if someone says something like, "Oh my God, you really made an impact on me when we used to work together at XYZ."
Yeah,
Um, Anything pertaining to my character. That's the best compliment that I think
those
someone
are the
can
ones
give to
that
me.
really matter.
Hmm.
I think once you reach a certain age, it kind of hits different. You've heard it all at this point, but the ones that really matter are the ones that reference who you are and what you are, what you actually bring to the table. Those are
Right.
big ones. big, huge ones. What do you think is the best compliment that you have given? Not because we know that you like to have your character celebrated. So what is something that you feel like you like to celebrate in others?
I think really the same thing. I think the best compliment that I likely can give someone is, um, something to the effect of, I really appreciate you. For example, I really appreciate you, Portray, for um valuing me and our friendship enough to be open and transparent and be honest, even when it isn't easy to do so. Um, I think it's important in any type of relationship for people to be honest when it's not the easy thing to do. So
That is
again, for me, it's more so about the intrinsic value than anything else. Like all the rest of this is superficial. It's like, you
it
know.
comes, it goes, but again, at this point in life, the value is different. It just it feels different. Okay, so
Absolutely.
now we need some girl talk. We've talked about business. What is going on in your personal life? Is somebody dating?
Oh
I'm
gosh.
on a diet to get this waist back to 27 inches because in 2026 I need to be in a bridesmaid's dress at
Okay,
least.
well,
At least
please.
twice. At least twice.
I don't do diets, but please share that diet with me.
Hey Katrina, this kind of talks about you too. I need to be in a bridesmaid's dress twice in 2026.
And I need to be in a wedding dress in
Well, I am,
2026.
but we'll talk about that later.
Um,
What about you, man?
no,
What's
wait
going
a
on?
minute. You can't
Can,
just say that and skip over it.
well, I'm Gail. You're the guest, so
Respect your
you're the
elders.
guest. So what is going on? Is my friend dating? Is she looking?
She's being prayerful.
Oh,
So that's all I have. That's all I
good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Because I hear so many people talk about. Okay, let me tell you about me and dating. Let me tell you about me and dating. I have always enjoyed dating. I like going out. I like going to dinner with you, sir. I have always been that way. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm exhausted." I think because everybody thinking every dinner gonna lead to your husband. No, every dinner gonna lead to a cute outfit and a good pic. That's about it. Like I have
That's so you.
I've always enjoyed just going out. I've always been social like that. So I looked at it more as socially doing something more than looking for something. That was just me.
Hmm.
I know that's right, Trina. When I get this waist to 27 inches, somebody better be inviting me to David's bridal. That's all I'm saying. Because I just want to be a hot bridesmaid twice. So yeah, what advice would you give somebody that is prayerful, like you say you are? Did you say prayerful? Prayerful?
Hmm.
What advice would you give somebody that's prayerful?
Continue to pray, girl. Continue to pray.
Oh, Lord, oh Lord. You know what I used to say all the time? I used to say all the time, God got bigger fish to fry than looking for a man. God, it's war, it's famine, it's floods. I just think God got bigger fish to fry than looking for some joker for me to be married. But
But
when
why? Wait a
the
minute. I
the
have to
minute I
interrupt.
kept saying that, then here come the joker, and I'm like, come from? But yeah,
But it's biblical.
I just don't like to
You know where
bother.
I'm going with this, right?
I just don't like to bother the Lord with foolishness.
Why is that foolishness? It's
it's
biblical.
it's bigger fish to fry, Chalayia. But this is me. Don't just because I say this now, don't listen to me. Who know? I might not know what I'm talking about, but this is you. So I'm optimistic. Trina said, yeah, you gotta pray because these people are crazy.
I know. I know. I have an ex from like 11 years ago who still tries to find me. Like, I
I
can block
have,
him on social media and he'll just make new accounts and change his phone number. And so, yeah, I know. I stay prayerful.
you know what? I blocked this guy. I blocked his personal number. Then he started calling me from his business cell. So I blocked his business cell. Then this Negro hit me up on TikTok. I'm like, now
Hmm.
you are going a bit far, sir.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Hmm.
Tori says she loves dating. Tori, I thought it was just me. I used to have friends that were like, "Oh, so and so asked me out. I don't want to go," and I'm like, "Why not? Like, what else you gonna do? Sit home? Why would you?
Right.
Why would you not go?"
Yeah. I enjoy dating. Um, you know, doesn't happen as often as I would like, but that's also because it's not often that I find men that check all the boxes for me. I'm not really a check all the boxes type of woman, but
Hmm.
like, I don't know, I'm not attracted to everybody.
This
You know what I
leads in.
mean?
This leads
Like,
into my next question about dating. I think I even posted something about this in a group a while ago. Women, specifically Black women, are really at the point now where they're like done. They're like, I'll give up. I don't want to date. I don't want to go out with anybody. I just want to travel, make money, enjoy life. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if that is your choice, that is your absolute choice. I will encourage anybody to travel. But why do you think that is happening now, like at such alarming rates, and especially for us, for Black women?
I think there's a lot of factors that play into that. I mean, I hear, especially right now, there's, so much chatter on every social media platform about 50-50. How do you feel about going 50-50? So I just think there's um, a lot of platforms and a lot of podcasts, you know, a lot of podcasts that are kind of contributing to the whole division between the black man and the black woman, which I'm not an advocate of that. I am I'm a hopeful romantic. I always say
That's
that.
me.
I'm not hopeless. I'm hopeful.
I
So,
love love. I think it's
um
beautiful.
right. I'm not giving up on dating. I'm not giving up on love. None of that for me. So,
Okay, Tori says she's been dating one person for a long time. I get that. And I've heard that before. People that have been married for a while, they were married and maybe divorced and then they started dating later. They're not rushing to get married again. So I get that. Um, Nicole said, where do you even meet people? Look, you know what? I think for me, I'm very social. And as y'all know, I'm an empty nester, so I be outside.
hmm.
So I meet people a lot. I really do. I meet people a lot. I'm like you. I'm not a check the box kind of girl. Like, I can tell very early on if I like you. If you worth even going to dinner. I can tell that very early on. But I feel like I meet people just out. You have to be in the right places though. Because if you're somebody that is okay. I'll give this as an example. I know this one person, she always talks about wanting to be married and wanting to meet somebody, but she don't leave the house. She literally has a remote job. She works from home.
Hmm.
She don't go out. So who you gonna date? Somebody online? Because you can't meet
Yeah.
somebody in the house. Like, I think sometimes when you have the right energy and you can literally be in the mall and you can meet
Hmm.
somebody, strike up a conversation, and roll from there. So I think there's just a lot of that, ladies. Ladies, we also got to have the right energy and not be outside looking like you just sucked the whole lemon, because ain't nobody gonna want to talk to you.
That's key.
Uh, who that?
What?
I'm not 50-50. Let me tell you something. Okay, look, Gwen, I knew this about you. You didn't even have to say that. Gwen said she's old school. She's not 50-50. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't grow up with my dad in my household. So I never saw a 50-50 father. But I had a lot of uncles and my grandfather, and I don't ever remembering them as any, not even a woman they were dating or married to. I don't remember them asking a woman, period, to
Mm-hmm.
pay for anything. And so it would blow my brain cells if somebody asked me to go 50-50. Where I don't even understand that terminology, sir. I I don't know what you want me to do here. Eh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not, that's not even an option. Um, no, we're not even going to talk about that.
There's definitely a big divide when it comes to that. And so in our household, my parents were married for over 40 years until my mom passed. Um, and my parents, when we were growing up, my parents, they just had a bank account together, and, they would sit down together and pay the bills together. And so that's what I'm accustomed to. You know what I mean? I'm not accustomed to, I know some people are like, you keep your money, I'll keep my money, but we're married. And others are like, we'll have an account together, we'll have a separate account. There's all sorts of,
Yeah. And I get
ways
it that people
people.
have to do what works for them. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
just think that 50-50 to me feels roommate like. If
Right.
Shalea, if you and
Right.
I lived together, we would be splitting the bills right down the middle. We would be splitting a rent or a mortgage or whatever right down the middle because you are my roommate.
Right.
And I feel like if I was doing that with a man, it would feel roommate like.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and that's just portraying. I ain't telling nobody else to go. I'm just saying for me.
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Vanika said, well, Vanika, I'm supposed to be good because
What did Vanika say?
she said when she's back in my area, she's gonna introduce me to a couple gentlemen. Now I ain't. I mean, I ain't married yet. I can. We can talk. We can talk.
Look, well, Vanika. Um,
See,
we
Gwen, that's
don't
what I'm
live. Look,
saying. Like,
we don't live far from one another. I'll take some introductions.
girl, Trina said men are not men anymore. You know what? This is what I hear people say that a lot, and I don't want to jump on that bandwagon. But what I do think is, I think that our community has been hurt and broken for so long that there are some areas that definitely need to be defined. Because you just heard me say that I didn't grow up with my dad around all of my life. And so I know that even though I have healed from a lot of things, that still affects me in some ways. I know it does. It's
Hmm.
impossible for it to not have done that.
Right.
And we also have to realize that a lot of men grew up with that same story. They didn't have their dad in the house. In some cases, they didn't have their mom. Like,
Hmm.
those things set a certain tone. So as much as, yeah, that's the truth, they're not men. Who, how did they really know? I didn't have, okay, I'll use this as an example. I've always been a hard worker. Like, I've always worked and I've always hustled. It wasn't because I saw my mom do it, but I saw aunts do it. I saw my grandmother do it. I saw women do it. So it is, and I always saw them have what they wanted. They were able to
Hmm.
buy their homes. They were able to drive what they wanted. They were able to shop. And I knew that that was the life that I wanted. So it meant I had to do the same kind of thing. But I was fortunate to have that. Not everybody has that. And so it has distorted the view for a lot of people, men and women, because there's some ladies, I love us, but some of us got it twisted too. So it does, it has messed, it sent some weird vibes somewhere.
Hmm.
Well, who is talking about a rich man? Well, Shalaya, we have been talking. Is there anything you want to leave thank y'all so much for tuning in. This was fun. Shalaya, this was fun. I miss my Atlanta crew. I haven't been to the A in a while.
I know.
I got to get to this
You're
thrift
overdue.
ball. Y'all
You're overdue.
tell Corinne to put my ticket on Afterpay or something so I can come to the thrift
But Trey, I'm not doing this with you,
so I
okay?
can come to the thrift ball because I need something to wear. I need shoes. I need all of the things.
We talked about this word need.
I need all of the things. So yes, but I'm trying to go through the comments.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Anything that my guest, Miss Chalayia Rivers, would like to? Look,
What?
y'all laughing, but y'all talk to Korea, tell her to hold me one ticket. I'm coming.
But Trey, we are not doing this with
I'm
you.
gonna get a flight and somebody pick me up at the airport because I don't want to drive. And yeah, you have not because you ask not. Um, what would it hurt?
Gwen, let's not even entertain that, okay?
Gwen said she. Gwen, don't tell me that because I'll do it tonight. Quad pay, quad pay, Klarna. Okay, but well, I don't have anything to wear. So all of y'all that's commenting that, find me something size 4-6 to wear.
But Trey,
Okay, Shalea's gonna end us because now we have talked about business, we have talked about friendships, we've done a little girl talk, all of the things. So, what would you like to end us with, Shalea?
I have a question for you.
Oh,
What are some of your guilty pleasures right now?
you know what? I have literally set aside a fund for me to explore new places. And my guilty pleasure right now is just new adventures. Like I've literally budgeted to hit new restaurants, new museums, um, different events. Between we're talking about this sneaker ball. If I go to that, that's like the fourth or fifth event I have before the end of the year. My guilty pleasure right now is enjoyment. Um, I love my children profusely, but now that they are not in the house, my guilty pleasure is being outside. It is being outside and just enjoying life in a way that I have never had the opportunity to do so before.
I
That
love
is
that
what
for
it
you.
is. Thank
As they say, I love that
you.
for you.
Thank you. That is really what it is right now. Really what it is. Yes. Take care of portray right now. For me, it's little stuff like I can literally be scrolling on TikTok and somebody be like, "Oh, I had brunch at so and so." I'm like, "Yep, I'm going to so and so tomorrow," and I get up and I go just to do and yeah, new things, new experiences, new opportunities. Yeah, just that.
I get it. My list is so extensive. You know, I have some making up to do, some catching up to do rather. So, yeah.
One of my friends has gotten me to go on this trip for the week of Thanksgiving. And we were back and forth on it for a while because at first I didn't think I was going to be able to go. Then I just didn't know. But I have that planned. I think I've narrowed in where I'm going for my birthday this year. Go ahead and get ready because you're going. Yeah.
I am.
Um, yeah, we're going. Put some toes in the sand. New places, new things. Have you been to Paris yet?
No. Believe it or
20
not, no.
2026. I mean early, like spring break. I need a picture at the Eiffel Tower. Like I need that in my life. So yeah, just new things.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I brought something to show you.
What you got? Oh, Lord. I'm already trying to put tickets on Afterpay. And here she coming with blinged out. What are these, ma'am?
These are my headphones because I have to look fabulous going to the gym.
Are these for purchase? Are is this an
These
original?
are my headphones.
I thought she was selling us something, y'all. I thought it was a PayPal link. Um, are these gonna be for sale?
Whew, these are a labor of love. So now I understand why people charge what they charge for those. But
Well, I will say this. You did not bring up you didn't talk about your wine glass.
Not to worry, I have them right over here.
Do not forget that the business is called Glitz and Glam. So, there's going to be a bunch of sparkly things. These are so pretty. Like, these are
This is the
absolutely
newest
beautiful.
one.
And I am such a champagne girly. I'm such a mimosa girl. So, ladies, if you are interested in what blinged out, hold up, is it only wine glasses or champagne flutes or both?
Girl, look, you can put whatever you want in these glasses. You can look, water tends to be my preference a lot of times. This is
Hmm.
my water glass, okay? So you can put
I
whatever you
want a
want.
glass.
You can put whatever you want in these glasses.
So, Gwen talking about she thought it was a bra. Now you know what? I ain't got time. I ain't got time. No, Gwen,
No, I will not be showing a blinged out.
don't be putting your
You're
boobies in
okay.
there.
Oh
I ain't
my
got time.
God. See?
So,
Right.
but what I'll do is I'll tag again. I said this earlier, but I'm gonna tag Shalea's business page in the comment section. So now, okay, you know what? My friend calls me a peacock, and because peacocks are so beautiful, so I might have to get one of these. Oh,
Absolutely.
ew. But yes. So if you are interested in I'm gonna go ahead and put the headphones out there because I tend to speak things into existence. So blinged out headphones, wine glasses, or champagne flutes, reach out to Shalea. She has all of the things, accessories, clothing. Shalea knows I will literally call her before I go to the store and be like, hey, do you have a such and such on the rack? On the
You
rack
will. And I
before I head
appreciate you
to the
for it.
store. So yes, I'm trying to hit the comments before we go. Hey Kamara, I hope I'm saying your name right. But hey Kamara. Yeah, that peacock is everything.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining. Thank you, Shalea. This was so much fun. We went, you know what? I'm not even gonna give things a time anymore. We're just gonna talk till it feels well in my spirit. Then we go about our business.
Exactly.
Thank y'all for joining. My goal is to do this every other Thursday night here at 7:30 with a different guest. So we're going to converse. Oh, ladies, if you are interested in joining, and I know tonight it was only one person, but if you're open to like doing a trio, I'm cool with that. If you are open to having a convo, hit me up, let me know, and we can definitely do that. But again, thank you, Shalea, for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you.
I
Thank
am I love
you.
that we had the opportunity to do this.
Me
Oh, let me
too. So, this kind of felt like when I did my very first live as a reseller. I think just because it's been a minute now since I've done a live.
yes.
So, you get on and you're like, oh, I'm nervous.
I think I like this better than a live sale though. I think I like this better than a live sale. This is so much better than a live sale. Yes. I'm looking.
I enjoy them
Well,
both.
yes. All right, ladies. Well, we are going to bid you good night, good night, good night. And again, like I said, if anybody's interested in joining me on a different Thursday night, let me know. Um, I don't want anybody to think that this is solely about business. It can be, but at the end of the day, we also want to have fun too. Again, my Gemini ADHD brain be all over town. And so I'll come up with anything. Almost
That's okay.
anything.
My Scorpio brain can keep up, so it's okay.
Almost anything. Look, you got inbox me exactly how to say it because I grew up with people saying my name incorrectly, so I'm big on that one. My name is Patray. Patray. And people would say Petra Petra, and it bothered me so bad. It is Patray. So tell me how to say it correctly, because moving forward, I want to say it correctly. All right. Miss you too, Gwen. I'm coming to the sneaker ball. I'm coming. I don't know how, but I'm coming. I, I don't know how, but I'm gonna get there. Bonika go pick me up. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be there. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good night. Bye, Shalea.
Bye.
Bye. Hold up, Shalaya.
What?
We gotta get a picture of the screen. Let me get one more. All
What's
right.
your beautiful smile?
I try. I try. All right. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.